So, are you a badass? Well, I interact with a lot of people in my job, and I had a gentleman in the back of my car, and he was telling me about all these bad things that happened to him, cancer, surgery, and things like that. Just one bad health episode after another. And total, there's about 7 or 8 things he was telling me about that he went through. And I said to him, that makes you a badass. And he says, and his wife was with him. And he says, what do you mean? I said, listen to what you just said. You had cancer, you've been through surgeries, you went through all this other stuff, and you're here walking, going out, walking around, talking. You went out with your wife for the evening. That makes you a badass. And the wife said to me, what a great way to look at things. That is a great way to look at it. I said, well, your husband just told me all the hardship he went through, and he's still here, and he's still functioning. So technically, that makes you a badass. And then today, I was talking to a lady, 48 years old, a black lady, very pretty, but she had a lot of problems. She had a brain tumor. She had tremors really bad. She had heart surgery, even worse than the guy I had the other night. And I figured I'm going to say the same thing to her that I said to the gentleman, because at the end of that interaction, they were really feeling better about it. And I told this woman, after all you went through, that makes you a badass. And she looked at me and she said, that's really interesting. She said, I never thought of it that way. I said, man, with all the stuff you just told me, the fact that you're still here, you're going out to dinner, I'm taking you to a restaurant right now, that makes you a badass. You went through all this stuff and you're going out and everything. So I helped her get out of the car. Of course, she had a cane and all that. And then she said, thank you very much. It really made my day. And she asked for a hug. I gave her a hug, and she sat down outside the restaurant to compose herself and all that. And I left her there. I had to take off. So if you've been through a lot of stuff and you're still here, you're a badass.